What is up, everyone? Crunchy Frog here, and today I wanted to talk about some crazy news that was just dropped, some leaks and rumors that came out regarding both Call of Duty 2024 as well as Call of Duty 2025. Now, I'm using all of this from an article that came from Insider Gaming, which obviously is the brainchild of Tom Henderson, which was a prominent leaker. As you know, he has a lot of insiders and sources within the industry and everything like that that he talks to, and he's broken a lot of some of the most famous leaks and rumors, especially about Call of Duty in the past. So obviously now he has a website, Insider Gaming. I'll link the entire article below, but we'll hit all the major points here, and I'll kind of give my thoughts. Once again, this is all subject to change. This is all still rumors and leaks, so take everything with a little bit of a grain of salt. Obviously, some of these are, 10, 12 months ahead, or even 22, 23, 24 months away from happening. So a lot of this is subject to change, even if it is true right now. So obviously, if you guys enjoy stuff like this, make sure to leave a like below, as it helps a lot more people find the channel. If you want more content like this and enjoy Call of Duty news and discussions, make sure to click that subscribe button to stick along here on the channel. And as always, if you would like to support the channel further and maybe even get your own shout out at the end of the video, consider clicking the join button to become a member of the channel. Now, with that all out of the way, we'll get right into the article, and then I'll kind of give my thoughts as we go. Now, obviously, one of the big things here is that Call of Duty 2025 is supposedly set to take players back into the future setting, right? We've been kind of in the modern setting for the last couple of years. Before that, we had Cold War, which was in the 80s, give or take. So we haven't been in that near future setting that kind of Black Ops 2 was aiming for back in the day for a while now. But obviously, Call of Duty 2025 is supposedly set to take place in that general time frame. Now, it's currently in development as a direct sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops 2, being set around 2030. And as you know, Black Ops 2 was set in 2025, which is insane because now the new game is going to be coming out in the same year that the old game took place. And it's just crazy to think what they thought 2025 would look like, and we all thought it was some crazy futuristic setting, and really it's just the current date and time that we're about to be playing this game in. So absolutely wild to think of, but obviously they say the fans should expect the return of fan favorite protagonists, and obviously face a new villain after Menendez died canonically in the game. So they do go on to say that Black Ops 2 remaster maps will be coming, but that recent plans have kind of changed and the scope of the game has changed significantly. Now, obviously, it sounds like it was originally planned to kind of roll out the same way the Modern Warfare 3 did this year, where, the multiplayer maps on launch are basically just a remaster. So you get all the maps from Black Ops 2, but remastered, remade, whatever for the new engine. However, it seems that scope has changed. It did say that only one source would comment on the change. It was speculated that the game was, quote, likely in response to widespread fan criticism that painted Modern Warfare 3 as a glorified DLC. So it sounds like they're going to be trying to incorporate new maps as well, kind of in conjunction with all of the remastered maps. So that would mean that whenever the game does come out, I don't know what they'd call it, Black Ops. You can't call it Black Ops 3 because we have one of those, so I'm not sure what they would call this game if it's, an official directly after Black Ops 2 kind of a sequel, maybe 2.5, since it's seemingly taking place between 2 and 3 in the Black Ops universe. But it seems like it's taking the same approach as Modern Warfare 3, being a follow-up title to Treyarch's 2024 title, but they're trying to add more and more content so that it doesn't get slapped with the quote-unquote glorified DLC tag that we hear Modern Warfare 3 get called often. And it goes on to talk about how Modern Warfare 3 had a very short development cycle and everything like that. And it was kind of rushed and only came out with remastered maps and everything like that. But this one is seemingly shaking out to be different, obviously with a much larger development time ahead of it. I mean, we're talking 2 years from now and plans are already in motion. So it seems like it's going to be, a lot more planned out and have a lot more room to breathe. They do say that obviously, like I mentioned earlier, details on Call of Duty 2025 are heavily in flux due to the game's early stage of development. So, things that we're talking about now might be 1,000% true, but in 2 years' time, things can happen, either for the better or for the worse. You never know what you're going to run into with game development. Obviously, the game is also slated to have an overhaul to its movement system, the return of the classic Pick 10 creative class, gunfight game mode, and another year of round-based zombies. So it sounds like, they're going to be really shaking up the multiplayer, and then obviously giving us back round-based zombies, which is kind of weird because I'm not sure where that puts Call of Duty 2024. It says it's currently unclear if the quote-unquote carry-forward system that we see now will take place in Call of Duty 2024, currently named Black Ops Gulf War. Due to the crazy time jumps and the change to the game's overall strategy. But they did say that this is a completely new game, and so there might not be any tie-ins or any carry forwards. I think it's going to be a vastly different situation than Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 that we saw here in 2022 and 2023. So obviously, that's a lot of information. It's still a ways out, right? Typically, whenever we get the rumor mill going, we talk about next year's COD, but now we're already talking 2 years in the future. As a matter of fact, there is a sentence in this article that mentions that Infinity Ward is slated to be already well into development on the next Modern Warfare game. Supposedly, probably Modern Warfare 4, if I had to guess. So, we're getting information about things that are 2-3 years away at this point. So, it's pretty exciting. But overall, my thoughts on it. I really, really, really enjoyed Black Ops 2 like many of you did. I think it's one of the most complete Call of Duty experiences. I think it was one of my favorite Call of Duty experience. I think the OG Modern Warfare 2 still edges above it just because of, the nostalgia and kind of, what life was like around that time period. And I think it was really the first in a long line of games that just completely blew everyone out of the water. But I think Black Ops 2, if I had to rank them, is definitely my number 2 or number 3 of COD of all time, and definitely maybe top 10 games of all time, to be honest with you. So I'm pretty excited to hear this. Obviously, I've kind of gotten tired of the Black Ops franchise as it's gone on. I didn't buy Cold War. I hated Black Ops 4. I hated Blackout as well. I tried that during Black Ops 4. So I have Black Ops fatigue. So we'll see, obviously, what next year brings. But if the details in this article are true, I'm actually pretty excited for Call of Duty 2025. I think bringing all the old maps back would be great, playing with all those old weapons. What I've noticed from the current game, playing Modern Warfare 3 and getting to play all of the old 2009 maps has been a phenomenal experience. Obviously, some didn't age too well, like Derail, I hate, and the spawns really ruined Invasion for me. But as a whole, I just love being able to go back and play the maps that I loved from my childhood, pretty much my teen years, and being able to play them in 2023 graphics with all the latest guns that they've added and the new camo grind and everything like that. It's been such a great experience, and something that, obviously I do wish there were some original maps like they talk about this one might be having, a nice mix of both. But at the end of the day, I've really enjoyed my time with the old maps. So if they do the same here, I think it's going to be great. This also kind of ties into a theory that I've had. I'm not sure if I've talked about it in this channel or maybe just on Twitter. Shameless plug to go follow me on Twitter, link in the description as well. But I do believe that they're moving towards just having two massive games, essentially, that evolve every year. And what I mean by that is one headed by Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer, and the other one headed by Treyarch. That's essentially the Modern Warfare universe and the Black Ops universe. And even though canonically they've been weaving in and out in terms of story beats and everything like that, I think that they're still going to keep them somewhat separate in terms of the guns. One's going to be more focused on, historical or future stuff, and the other one's more modern, gritty, violent, quote unquote, real world stuff that's going on in the Modern Warfare series. And I could see them adding on to these two distinct bubbles of games, so to speak, that get iterated on every other year, and it just grows and grows as one massive game, right? Much like we saw Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3, and starting to pull elements in from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 into it. It's kind of just becoming a ball of generic Modern Warfare stuff, right? Both from new and old Modern Warfare games. And I think this news kind of confirms that they're doing the exact same side, the exact same thing rather on the Treyarch side with a Black Ops universe, where they're slowly remastering old content. They're starting to bring everything in together to this one singular bubble, where eventually they just have a game that's maybe called Call of Duty Black Ops, and it's, you know, everything from remastered old content to maybe rebooted content, right? That they've kind of done this rebooted story with some of the Black Ops universe, and all just combined into one singular experience. You know, that has the round-based zombies. The other one has a DMZ type zombies, and, you know, different parallels like that, with Warzone kind of being the interlinking part between the two. And, you know, so that's kind of my theory, and this news kind of confirms more of that as we go forward. I think CoD is definitely trying to move past every single yearly release being its own specific thing. I think this definitely points towards more universe building, so to speak, wherein, you know, we basically have two different universes happening at the same time. That just get iterated on every year and new content added. I think the carry forward feature that we saw, even though this article states that they doubt it'll happen in this game, I think the carry forward feature kind of opens up a precedent to doing that, you know, more iterations as opposed to completely new titles, but we'll have to see. So obviously, like I said, I've given my 2 cents. I think this is pretty exciting news. We'll have to check in as the months and even years go by to see just how valid all this is and see how it shakes out. I'm definitely excited to see next year and see how many of the leaks are true with that, and see what Treyarch has been able to put together for us with an extended development time here. And yeah, definitely excited to possibly play on some of my favorite Black Ops 2 maps again in glorious 4K with modern graphics and lighting. So that's enough of what I have to say about this. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about this news. Is this exciting to you? Did you enjoy Black Ops 2 back in the day? Are you excited to go back to those maps? Or do you think Call of Duty is just trying to shamelessly farm nostalgia at this point and they're running out of original ideas? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps us grow. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers, so any way you guys can help with comments, likes, subscriptions, joining as a member, anything is vastly appreciated. And I can't thank you guys enough for sticking with me on this journey. So obviously, until the next time, guys, you all have a good one.